part 2. So, to continue on forward from what I last left off at. Last time on G&B Creates, I was talking about me going to the club. I'm continuing forward from the last part I left off at. So if you have not seen part 1, please do watch part 1, and I'll be continuing forward to part 2 right now. So that's when it hit me. I was still conscious of my actions. It was just my body was not listening to my brain. My legs started wobbling. Like my legs started wobbling. I was gradually losing my balance. Losing my balance. I'm just like tipsy, right? We walked towards the dance floor. I was still in my right mind, just more loose and tipsy. So I just was like, the dance floor was semi-whack, meaning hardly nobody was there. Yeah, it was less than 10 people on the dance floor, while the rest of the early crowd was sitting down on the couch. Meanwhile, on the dance floor, as a few minutes, which felt like seconds, went by, the alcohol started to kick in. Whew. Somebody said something funny. I think it was my cousin, and I started tumbling forward, laughing. I was just like, and I was about to smack his phone out of his hand. I tried holding my composure while they spoke about the apps, and they made whatever they made and whatnot. Anyway, I was rolling. He said something funny, but I really don't remember what he said. All I remember was I was tumbling forward to oncoming wall in front of me and leaning on it, and I slid down. So I was just like, boom, and I laid down, and I just slid down. I was really out of it. So I plopped on the couch. My cousin walked me. He like guided me towards this couch right off to the side of the dance floor. I plopped on the couch with no concern about anybody around me. That's when my cousin said, "You need some water." I was still conscious of my actions, so I was still able to tell him, I don't need water, but the last drink I had tastes like gasoline. So I was like, heck, why not? I took the water with no delay. I gulped it down. That's when he passed me another glass, trying to sober me up with water. Just kept on drinking water. Don't. So I shaked the water off. I gargled it down like it was nothing. Some random chick came up to me and was like, "You okay?" I leaned my head back. Like, and then she was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Whose woman is this?" And no disrespect, she was cool trying to make sure I was all right. She grabbed me by the face, thought she was trying to kiss me. Like, she grabbed me by the face, and she was like, "You need to go to the bathroom." And I kept on nodding off. She was like, "Go to the bathroom if you need to throw up." I was like, "No." And I leaned to the side. I was like, "No, I'm fine." Then she let me be. I tried to sober back up enough to make it to the dance floor. That's when the 11 o'clock people started showing up. Now the club was jumping. The club was jumping. I felt like there was like only seconds passing by, turned into minutes, and minutes turned into hours. I was lit. So I didn't keep track of time, but who cares? I was wasted. I don't remember what led up to all these ladies being on my jock. I won't be the first one to say this, or the last, but hell, it don't matter. I don't mind. I love women. So somehow the Amber Rose looking young lady pulls up on me, and I don't remember what I did to attract her to me. Although she was sexy, I was not going to waste my time dancing with all the fellas on the all night. So I just went with the flow. Next thing you know, she started twerking on me. I was like, your boy was feeling himself. Your boy was feeling himself. This is how I knew I was piss poor drunk. My third leg was on limp. Part 3. Continuation from part 2. Alright. So, fast forward, previously on what I just was reminiscing about, the Amber Rose chick. She was fine as mess. She had a little blonde hair going on. She was bad, and she had the cake was baking in the oven. That's all I gotta say. She had a big old booty. So I just went with the flow. Next thing you know, she started twerking on me. You know what I'm saying? This is how I knew. This is how I knew I was piss poor drunk. My third leg was on limp. Like my third leg was on limp, man. I knew I was drunk. I could not get it up to save my life. I could tell she was feeling her way around for it. Like she was just like, she was like trying to bump it up on me. I could tell she was feeling her way around for it because she was creasing. She was literally creasing my pants back the way she was grinding on me with all that cake in the oven. That's when I tapped into my inner me, and I was back conscious enough to realize this girl's waiting for me to get my limp leg up. And so I tapped into my inner conscious, and my leg stood right up for like 2 minutes straight. My leg stood right up, my third leg. And the drink in my system kicked back in, and my leg limped again. But that's besides the point. She eventually stopped twerking on me, which felt like 5 to 10 minutes of like a straight up grinding session. Grind on me. It was like that. From what my cousin told me, I was so lit. I did not keep track of time. Lucky for me, he was the designated driver. Thank God. Time passed by as I gravitated across the dance floor. It was so many people there. It was so many people there, couples, single folks. I stumbled upon a couple on the dance floor, and she shouted as I walked the other way. I stumbled upon a couple on the dance floor, and I shouted as I walked the other way. Where are the single ladies? I literally said it just like that. Like when I'm drunk, I sound like an Asian, like Mr. Miyagi. I sound I sound like I have an Asian accent. I don't know why. Not to be stereotypical. I just had a stereotypical Asian accent when I'm drunk. I knew I was too far from gone. So this is how I finished the rest of the story. I don't know how to explain from here, like how I was dancing on the dance floor, because the way I was dancing on the dance floor is hard to really explain. Just know I was the life of the party. Literally, I got in the center and I was turned. Everybody was like, dang, like even my cousin was like, yo, you was dancing so smooth. The ladies was all on you, bro. And like, I remember the ladies being on me. I just don't remember talking to like anybody specifically. I just remember talking to a whole bunch of beautiful women. Here's an insert from a meme of how I dance. This literally sums up how I was dancing all night.
All in a group. Hit my essays, I need the booch. About to turn this function into binary. Told her hop in, you coming too. In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm Uncle Luke.
Alright, chick magnet. Yes, I was a chick magnet that night. I was a complete chick magnet. Yo, girls was coming up to me that I didn't even have to go to I didn't go to not a single female, bro. They came to me. My cousin was literally just like guiding them towards me, and like my cousin was literally guiding me towards them, and like I was dancing on the dance floor. I was so drunk, he just kept on guiding me around the whole dance floor. So any female he wanted to talk to that had a friend, I was just like, the life of the party. So he just was like getting all the girls, and I was getting all the girls too. So I was just like sharing the wealth, man. So that leads me to the final part of this story time, and you will find out in the next video.